Hi everyone, it's Millie at Learning to Live Life on a Budget. Welcome to this video. I just wanted to do a quick video because I said previously that my budget was going to change, and I have been busy in the background making new envelopes because it's expensive. As you can see, there's many binders here, so I've made some. They're not amazing quality, but they'll do for now. So shall we get started? I did this to condense my envelopes because I just felt that with all my sinking funds, I literally had like a sinking fund for everything, and I felt that it wasn't achievable for me starting out. I could do eventually a sinking fund for most things because I don't want to dip in and out. But for now, this will do. So this is my wallet for my weekly spending. So this is the weekly spending envelope. And shall we do categories first? Because there are new categories. So I've made this for when I do my weekly check-ins to log my categories. They're split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Bills and my electric. My electric's got a key meter. So my bills will come out my bank account, electric will be in cash. Then essentials. Essentials is food, household and cats, because if things are really tight, that's all I'll spend on. So obviously my food shopping. Household is a new one. So household is to include all cleaning products, personal care like shampoo, soap, toilet roll, kitchen roll. There was something else it includes as well. Things like medicines. I suffer really badly with migraines, so I take paracetamol all day, every day, because of medications for my bipolar. I can't take a lot of medications. It's very frustrating. My GP just sighs now. Bless him. So yeah, things like paracetamol was on the weekly food shop, and I'm spending. I know you can get paracetamol quite cheap, but the best ones that work are the dissolvable ones in water that have the added caffeine. They work much faster. They manage to nip it in the bud sometimes if it's a good day. So yeah, I've put that into households and things like that. Just basically, food is food, and anything else that would come under groceries that you can get in a supermarket would be in household. And then I might try and shop for this separately, rather than get it when I'm at food, because then it might get a bit confusing to envelopes being used at the checkout. And then obviously cats, because my cats need food as well. I'm currently doing bulk orders once a month from Pets at Home. That's worked quite well this month, so yeah, it just takes it out of the food shop, but it is in one category. Then I have the shopping category. This includes spending. So spending kind of covers, it's like a miscellaneous sort of thing. So I could just spend that on whatever I wanted, or it would be used. So sometimes my painkillers come out of spending if I don't have the money in food. Or sort of like if my daughter needs something for school, it would come out of spending. All those little things that crop up that you need to get but don't quite fit anywhere. So it's like a miscellaneous, but spending, I don't know, for me it feels a little bit special that I can shop, I don't have to worry too much. Then I have travel. As I said in my videos this week, there's quite a few after a week of nothing. I will be getting a car eventually, so I've kind of put travel and car, because even when I've got a car, if I go to my local high street, parking is like £4 an hour nearly. Whereas to get the bus there and back is something like, I don't know, it's under £3. So, and then I'd have all day. So yeah, I've kept that in there just in case. For now, it's travel only. We don't have a car. But yeah, just in case, it's handy to have it in there. Then treats is a new one. This is not one that will be being stuffed now, but it's for the future as things pick up. It'll include fun activities, so I can take my daughter out and treat her, and it also will include takeaway or eating out. because that is a treat. So it's not a cash envelope that will get stuffed very often, but you know, it's there in case I need it. It's a want. But yeah, so obviously this is my binder. It'd help if it's the right way up. Because I have my zip coin purse in here, I've switched from these wallets to these nice open top ones. Sorry, that's very close to the camera. So I've printed off, or made and printed off, a coin tracker. So when I get home, if I've got loads of change in here, I can write what envelope it's come from to kind of keep a track of it. Because I might have like £8 from food, and I don't want to spend that on spending kind of thing. So it's just to keep a track. Might not always go to plan. Move that out of the way. So then obviously I've made these envelopes, most of them. If there's an envelope that I've bought from someone in any of my wallets, I will say, but I've made these myself. They're not perfect, but they'll do the job. So I've got food, household, this lovely spending envelope from Rainbow Budgets, travel, fun, electric with the old electric key. I've got a banking envelope, so that's sort of like when I go and withdraw from the cash machine, and also when I need to put money back in the bank. I do have a cash total slip. This is an old totals. I need to wipe it off. That will live in here, but I've got it out at the moment to wipe it off, ready for my March budget that's coming up well, hopefully I'll be able to upload them all one by one. And then sinking funds. So I was previously tracking sinking funds. It was confusing me because I was tracking putting them into envelopes and then tracking them coming back into my budget to spend them. I'm not doing that anymore. You'll see in my sinking funds binder, each sinking fund has a tracker with the envelope, and then this is so that I can keep it separate so it doesn't go in like spending or something like that when I go out to spend it. Petrol and parking. Sorry, I don't know if you can see the cat hair in there. The cats, I think, because it's starting to warm up, they're shedding everywhere. Petrol and parking, that's for future. So it's in here just so I don't lose it. And eating out, again, in here so I don't lose it. How I plan to work my budget in the future: if I can't allocate anything for eating out for the month, anything that's left over in food will go in eating out. Any notes that are left over in other envelopes at the end of the month, is that right? Or maybe the end of the week, I haven't decided, will go into sinking funds and savings challenges, just to stop them being rolled over. So that's one. Now, this I said is my weekly one. This is my monthly cash envelope. So this is going to sound confusing. Previously I did a week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 envelope and had it in my sinking funds, but I don't really want to use my sinking fund folder all the time. So this is a cash envelope folder for the month. So then I take out of this each week and put it in here to the amount that I need. So I'm quite excited for this, just because I've really thought about it and jazzed it up. So it's got all the categories we saw before, but I have a tracker behind it. So say my budget for the month is £80 for food. Spoiler, some of these will be for my March 2-week budget. So I've put £80 in here, and I take 25 out and put it in my wallet to take out. I can just give these, let's do a little, I can give it a cross, or I can give it a little colour. You can't really see that, but yeah, so just to keep track so I know what's in here. And then if I come and spend most of this and I've only got 5 for the following week, it's my own fault, but I will be able to see it as I take the money out. So that's the idea behind it, and every envelope has one, which is fantastic. So there's the electric again. So the electric key might go and live in here, while if I don't need to top up, say I put the whole month's worth on, I just put the key in. A beautiful envelope for the cats from Simple Budgets. I just love it. I love the paw prints. You can change the writing, like most people you can choose your writing on your envelopes. I love it. It's just, and my eldest cat is black and white, mainly black, a little bit of white, and then my second cat is white with black patches, and then the third one is ginger. So this envelope is not his colour, but the other two, it fits perfectly. So they've got a tracker, and then we'll just whiz ahead to, some of these are not cut straight at all. I've got my bills in here. My bills do kind of come out all towards the end of the month, because that's when I used to get paid from work. But sometimes, like if I get paid this month, I get paid my benefits that I live on a Friday, and it's technically a day early than I should. So some bills don't come out till the 26th, 27th. So from the 18th to the 27th, we're thinking 11 days. And if we said sort of like one of the dates was a weekend, you know, I don't want to risk that. I have a separate bill account for all my direct debits, but I don't want to risk that I won't keep it in there. And I do have one or two bills that are mid-month and stuff, so I just keep it in there. I have a local corner shop about 10-minute walk away. They have a post office, and so you can deposit and withdraw, so it's really easy. I also do my electric key in there, so it's quite convenient. I can just put money in and out. This has two trackers. It has a tick sheet tracker, so I can tick when I've paid it, and it also has a spending tracker for colouring in when I spend it. So I've done it in small amounts. All of my trackers are in smaller amounts because I work better if I see a £10 and I've got something for, you know, I want to spend like £5.75. I will break that £10 note, and then the change kind of goes into like this whirlwind of, you know, oh, it's just free money. Well, it's not free money, but it's just there to be spent. Whereas if I have a £5 note and I've got something for £5.75, I will tend to put something back because I won't want to break another £5 note. I don't know. We're all different in that, aren't we? So it's just a psychological thing. I've done one for March, and then I've done one for future, because I've done different amounts on them, because there's different ones and things like that. I'm not going to have £1 coins in here, but it's for all those bills that come out on a similar date, and you know, they're £4 or £3 on the end, or so should I say 23 or 44. Yeah, so I've done that. This will probably change because obviously this is a prediction based on price increases and things like that. But not everyone has kind of said what's going to happen there. So this is my envelope for me. This was a sinking fund previously, but I would like it that we can dip in and out if we need something. Again, I just kind of want to keep those sinking funds safely tucked away, not out and about. It does have a savings challenge I made in here. It's a weight loss one. Before my income was reduced, I was doing Slimming World. I was doing quite well, but obviously I've had to give that up. And the weight's coming back on, so I thought I'd put a lovely yummy donut. And even if I do £1 per donut, you know, it's just you're going to see savings challenges in my sinking funds, because it's kind of a guide for me, rather than sit there and go, oh, I've got £200 to put in sinking funds, where do I put it? It's kind of a guide to me to say, look, you know, you can put this amount in here, and then you feel like you've done something, because then maybe I can stretch to more envelopes, sort of thing. That's my thinking behind it. I got this idea from Miss Budgets. She was doing savings challenges to stuff certain envelopes, so she did a Christmas saving one, I think, and she did another challenge for something else. I can't remember from the top of my head. And I just thought it was a really fantastic idea, and I'm quite proud of it, actually. My little savings challenge, probably more than my envelopes. I don't know, I do like the look of my envelopes. They're just not very neat finish, and hole punch in the middle and stuff. But yeah, there's more savings challenges that I've made coming up. Offspring, this is what my child wanted to be referred to. I have carried over the amounts from the old envelopes as well, and just done it as an opening balance. Makes me laugh. Offspring, really? But okay, she's happy with that, you know. She didn't want her name on the channel, and that's completely understandable. I think I almost prefer it that way. Millie's quite a common name, so to, you know, hide her identity. She's not got as common a name. So if anyone from the local area was watching, they might be like, oh, we know them. So yeah, Offspring is her new name. Then because all the envelopes are like this, I don't want to pick it up and all the coins fall out. So I've got a coins envelope and I've got the tracker in here, the same as my purse. So I know which envelope it's come from. So that's both my cash envelopes. Obviously, they're the same categories apart from mine and the Offspring. So yeah, that's that done. Let's move on to sinking funds. My sticker has left marks. I need to try and get that off. So obviously, like I said, sinking funds, I don't want to dip into as much. It'll be like you know, it's someone's birthday, let's get that out. I want to keep it hidden away. So I had an envelope that got screwed up in the process of laminating. It got caught up and wrinkled. I'm a little bit gutted. And it was the days out. So I wanted to include this, especially with summer holidays being 6 weeks in the UK from the end of July to the beginning of September, just to put a little bit of amount each way. And then we've got this lovely sun as a savings challenge. So that's in here until I make another envelope. So this will probably be the most used envelope of the sinking funds. It's a rollover envelope. So I get paid in the middle of the month and it looks like my new income source or new income from the disability benefit is paid every 4 weeks. So I feel like doing a week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 will mean I'm chasing my tail, trying to stuff different ones at different times. So it'd be just nice to, because I'm changing my budget from the first of the month to the end of the month, to just have an amount that I roll over, and then if there's a lot extra I can roll it over and then take it out at the beginning of each month. So yeah, I still got my 5th week. How much is in there? 5. I think this had more in it, and I think I've dipped into it this week, because obviously I had most of the stuff to make these envelopes, but I did need more laminating sheets due to the sheer quantity of laminating that was done. So yeah, that had more in it, but I've still rolled over 5, so I'm happy. And when I do my March budget, you'll see that I'm a little bit more comfortable this month. Not high income or anything, still quite low, but I am not panicking as much as I was, and it is a 5-week month next month. Standard clothes, hair and beauty, health. Beautiful home envelope from Simple Budgets. I just love it, with the back showing so you can see the tracker. Beautiful birthdays envelope from Simple Budgets. It has money rolled over that was in my daughter's birthday envelope, because I did birthdays all separate before, but now it's all in one. And I have done myself a little challenge, so I could set each present at £10 and colour it in. I think there's 8 there, so I know that there's £80 once it's all coloured in to help bulk it out for my daughter's birthday in about 3 months' time. Christmas! I am quite proud of this envelope. I think, yeah, this is my favourite one. It is double-sided, and the envelope is made out of challenges. So this is, I think it might be 14. And you colour in the bauble, and then this is you colour in the numbers. It's up to 24, so it starts at £1 up to 24. So this is like a lower amount savings challenge, and this is a more lump sum 25, 30, 25, 20 savings challenge, just to help me stuff this envelope quicker, because I've lost 3 months of the year, and so that means I have 9 months to save for Christmas. We don't spend a lot at Christmas. I don't know what is a lot and what isn't a lot. I would say we spend anywhere, we could do it cheap for 500 for everyone, or we could go up to say between 600 and 800. So I think these challenges total like 600 to 700, but if I fill them out early, I can always, because they're laminated, wipe them off and start again. Giving is for gifts like Mother's Day, Father's Day, if I went to a christening or a wedding, or just a nice gift for someone. But it's also to put towards money for charity. I like to pick up in the UK. I don't know if anywhere else does this. When you go food shopping, you can there's normally a basket or something near the checkouts, and you can buy something and give it, and it goes to the local food bank, and then they will distribute the food to people in need. So I do that anyway when I can, but this can be a more directed thing, you know, if I want to donate to a homeless charity or something like that. School envelope for my daughter. I made a little savings tracker for it. She is in her older years, so exams and then colleges. So yeah, just putting towards that. There'll be things like prom to think about next year, all of that kind of thing. Vets, this one needs to get stuffed, and soon, because my elderly cat is not doing too well, and we need to think about when that sad time comes. Subscriptions, things like Netflix, or if I wanted to get Amazon Prime. What other subscriptions do I have? Oh, I don't think I have many. Yearly bills. Look how bad my cutting is. I might need to go through, and I do have guillotine, but it gets stuck, so it's just not very good. CPD, continued professional development. So I do have a degree, and I also have training in a different work area. So I just kind of wanted this here so I could put money aside when I'm starting to cope a little bit better with daily life and the planning to return to work. I might want to do a course or something, so, or go self-employed. So yeah, I thought that'd be helpful. Therapy. So in England we have the wonderful NHS. They do provide therapy. Obviously it's free healthcare, the NHS, and you can get therapy on it, but it has been mentioned by my psychiatrist that more specialist therapy would be advised. I am undertaking soon therapy through the NHS, so it's free, but this more specialist therapy, I don't know if I get it for free or if I have to pay for it. So I'm going to make a savings challenge for this, I think, or I might use one I've already got. Holiday, this is a wish in the long term. And then obviously the handy little coin envelope for anything that, if you have change or like £2 coins or something. So that's my sinking funds. I don't want to touch that very often, apart from to stuff it, because it is a priority to get them stuffed this year. So my lovely savings challenge folder now. Oh, so I have the lovely rainbow budgets, 1 penny challenge, and I got a freebie. Emergency fund challenge, and I've put it inside. I look forward to doing that, and I've done a savings fund savings tracker, so I can see what's gone in, or if like Christmas, I have my lovely Christmas envelope here, and I have some other challenges separate to the ones in the envelope in case I want to do a top up, or I have like I've not spent much in my budget, and so I want to put some extra money towards Christmas. So I just felt like it was handy for each envelope to have a tracker. I also have the extra one-off payment that I got. I might want to put, you know, £200 in emergency fund, but I don't want to cross it off my penny savings challenge because I'm doing quite well on that. Or my penny savings challenge jar is just over halfway. If I fill it up, I'll go cash it in, put it in this envelope, and then carry on with it. So I've got some Christmas savings challenges I made. 1 month ahead, this has been emptied. It did go on a takeaway. I know it's so bad, but yeah, this is a nice dream, and then once it's stuffed, it can go in maybe the emergency savings, car savings. I know I am getting a car, but it won't be forever that I'm receiving this car on lease, so I'd like to start saving for a new car in the future. Appliances, I did spend my back pay on a washing machine. I needed one. I didn't have the money, so I was like, great, I'm going to be hand washing at some point as soon as it decides it doesn't want to start anymore, which most days it gives me a bit of a shock, and I spend 5 to 10 minutes trying to get it going. Also, like, so yeah, if the oven breaks or something like that, I'd like to save for that. Extra debt, because I would like to, I'm not going to pay off all my debts with my one-off pay. If you see my debt confession, you'll see me go through that. So obviously I'd like to put money towards extra debt still. And then this one is for just general savings challenges, because I have 2 from the lovely Simple Budgets, and I have another one that isn't in my binder because it's A4, but that is absolutely fine because I like it that it's bigger. More colouring. I like my colouring. As it won't close. Too many savings planned. Not that that's a bad thing. Maybe I've just... Right, I'll just chuck that over there for now. Now, this is a new one. This is a really nice binder from Wilko's. Or Wilkinson's. It's just a general day-to-day shop. It's A5 size, but the actual rings are A6. Or personal, like most binders. Which is interesting. I bought this ages ago when I first started out, because it was £6 and it was so beautiful. But as you'll see, it doesn't have any card holders. So I have a cash wallet of spare trackers and things in here, in case something happens to one. And then this is basically from my... Sorry, arm in the way. From my monthly cash envelopes with the trackers that I had to see what I was taking out of the envelope. I have lots of variations of them, different amounts and things, so that if I have a month where I don't have much, I might have spending £20, or I might have spending £40 or 50 or 60, 80. Wow, I was really generous when I made these, or covering all bases. So yeah, another thing with these, I don't know about you guys, but when I sit there trying to work out my monthly budget, I've done that, and then I'm trying to do my cash totals to get from the bank, so each envelope has the right amount, and trying to do something like a food budget. I might want £100, and then I'm like, well, for me it works to have smaller. So I'm like sitting there trying to work out how much I'd need each week. So at least with this, I can go, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 fives. And 5 tens. Wow. That's not right. I've counted wrong somewhere. Or I've drawn it wrong. This was an insomniac night. I have not slept very well all week. I'm lucky if I get 2 hours. So yeah, it's just keeping me entertained while I watch all your lovely videos. So I think that is everything. That is my new binder setup. These are my new categories to try and make it simpler to track. Things I will be looking out for is food. Well, that comes from, you know, Aldi or Tesco. So when I write the amount and I do it in that colour, I'll write where it's from. And it's a bit like a variation of the stickers or highlighting, I guess. But I will want to keep an eye on spending, because that's the one that worries me a bit. But I doubt I'll use these 2 every week. They don't have a specific place in my wallet, but I didn't want them in sinking funds because things crop up in life and, you know, yeah. So that is everything for this video. I hope you are all okay and you're having a good day. And yeah, I have another 2 videos that will probably come out around the same time as this. It'll be a quick once over week 4 check-in. I haven't written anything down. I haven't tracked. And a savings challenge, because I do have change in my purse. And then I'll do my March 2-week budget setup for the last 2 weeks of March, ready for April. So yeah, I just wanted to go through these. You'll see them in the March budget setup. And that's everything. And I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.